Hey guys, little update. I guess you can directly see what did change. I spent a part of the day doing some modification on the Discus tank. You can see the Discus. Beautiful, beautiful fish. So to remind you or to tell you if you are new, this is some F1 first generation from wild fishes, Ika, red or royal, not so sure. I would say royal. The parents are coming from Santarem Discus. It's a quite famous exportator. And so by the way, they are nearly 1 year old. I would say maybe 10 months, 10, 12. But this is not the point. So as you can see, I put back the sand, following the demand of so many people, including relatives. Tropheus, it will be the next step. Don't worry, guys. Many people told me at least put some sand for the Tropheus, let the Discus without sand, and so on and so on. But in fact, it has been always the plan to put some sand in both tanks. But since I redesign and I build myself these two sump, I wished, in fact, to start to check what could be the best output and setup in the tank to get it clean, in fact, just from one water flow. And here in the Tropheus tank you can see this is a direct output, just one 32 millimeter 25 millimeter direct output, and here you see the structure or the test is totally different. In fact, this is a complete cylinder, complete tubes, have some slight this way. In fact, I attack the tube this way in order for the flow to go down, and it did work. So I have a slightly linear flow, but oriented to the bottom like that. Was great. So it was interesting today to see the Discus discovering the sun for the first time, interested in all the black spots, trying to grab them and realizing that it's not some food and throwing them away. It was funny to see the first hour, and now they tune themselves, I would say. They do understand what it is now. One of the difference, this is what I did expect. Huh? On the left, you have a direct lighting from the LED fixture going through the bottom of the tank, so you don't need anything. On the right, but you see, there's not so much light. I would say it is still a bit fine. So this is with a little light. And this is also because I let a lot of space here, and it will be the fish. The fish will, I think, put the sand a bit everywhere. And another stuff that I've done, this is to clean this nitrate absorber, nitrate phosphate absorber. In fact, this is I have one also running over there, you see, under the Tropheus tank, and I did clean it deeply with 2 baths of salt to regenerate it, to reactivate it. In fact, when you use the salt, basic salt, NaCl, in fact it's releasing nitrate phosphate that has been fixed, and you have dirty water, a bit like red tea, and very heavy loaded in nitrate. When you do the test, it's turning red. After that, interestingly, this is to see that from 6.2 I go up at 6.7, 6.8, and I guess it's related to the few salt staying in it. When I test the microcement, the conductivity it's still 230, 220. So maybe it's a bit more complicated. What I've done as well, I flush the sump. So the system is made in a quite flexible way. You can see here, you can use it when the return is in the middle. So when you close it and you fix a tube here going to toilets over there, in fact you use the same pump as usual, but it's throwing the water away from the system. So when you use another tube to bring some fresh water and you spray it with pressure everywhere, in fact you have your system, you are able to clean yourself. The filter is cleaning itself. I guess you do understand clearly what I mean. And usually it's when I'm doing some water change that I flush the sump and I use the pump to put back the new water in the tank. So the tank is dirty, but in theory it's not a big deal because it's coming back to the paper. This time during the holidays, in fact, it did run 3-4 days without the paper moving. That is, the mechanical filtration was completely stuck. And the system is made that in this case there is an overflow and the water, dirty water, is going directly in the pump, pushed to the other module. Like here you have the moving bed, here you have secondary temporary aquarium, little secondary aquarium, and inside you have different module like UV, or you have as well this guy. The same pump is providing the water to this guy and all the other module. So by the way, 3 or 4 days dirty water equal dirty sump, and you have to flush it. You can unbuild it and clean it in the shower if you want, or you flush it. And today it was the first time that I did this method. It did work pretty well. So that's all for the update. You can see it's turning like a nicer tank. So it's true, the sound is bringing a very nice aspect. I feel it like bigger tank, even if the dimensions are exactly the same, but if you use some dark sand, you get a feeling of a smaller tank, and white sand it's bigger. And if you don't use any sand, it's in between, I would say, closer than closer from the dark sand. So it's a nice surprise. The fish seems to like it, and we will see about all the dirt of the fish and so on, how it will go in the sun. I put 3 liters of sand. 3 liters, it's 0.5 centimeter over the surface, 1.20 meter per 50 centimeter. So 0.5 centimeter, it's really thin, and I would go maybe in a thinner, even thinner sand bed, because to me it's just aesthetic. It doesn't bring anything. I really don't need the sun for any biological action or whatever. It's just for the fish and for the aesthetic. Yep, that's all, guys. Ciao.